Radio entertainment.
Hello, friends. Today's episode is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus gives you total control to watch thousands of shows anytime, anywhere. Watch classic shows or catch up on current episodes of Saturday Night Live, South Park, Community, and so much more. Act now, and TMOS listeners get a cool special deal, an absolutely free extended trial of Hulu Plus. Just go to huluplus.com/TMOS. Again, that's huluplus.com/TMOS. You'll love it.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Saturday Night Live. That is a word that is hard to say fast. I listen to myself when we're on that recording. Saturday Night Live.
Well, is it? I think it's just the word Saturday.
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 Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday night.
It might be the old man thing. I fear Larry King old man tongue just about as much as anything. Saturday Night Live.
No, you know what?
When it's time, that's when I hang up the Spurs boys.
Don't be afraid of that. Be afraid of the Dick Van Dyke teeth.
Hey.
Yeah, because it was on fire.
And then it burned. And then it burned to a crisp. If you have a failing restaurant, you're going to kill people.
You're going to die. People are going to die.
It's Thursday.
If you own a failing restaurant, contact us at foodnetwork.com.
What's his name again?
Robert Irvine.
My name is Robert Irvine. Peter, I need a tighter shirt. Thank you. I'm wearing a Robert Irvine shirt today, but I'm certainly not filling it out like he is.
Of course not.
I'm filling it out with gelatin.
No, with love.
Pretty good. Looks like Scrubs.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you, Target.
That'd be really good.
Yes.
Dr. Mike.
Because right now I only shop at the finest emporiums.
Sure.
Target.
As a rule, Mike only goes to a clothing store that offers a cart.
Thank you. You know you're buying inexpensive clothing when the only instruction you give to the person that's helping you is, please don't put that on the conveyor belt.
Leave all heavy items in the cart.
It is Thursday. That's my thing, you know.
Is it?
Well, if you go to if you buy your clothing at a place where you can also buy melon,
Yeah.
your odds are that if you say have a lovely light-colored top,
Yes.
or shorts, that there's a chance it could have Junior's strawberry smudge, all over it.
Always a chance that the lady in front of you bought cut pineapple.
Exactly, and also, and you being Mr. Safeway, Mr. Retail, you know that the badge of the just totally lazy F checkout person.
Yeah, and I'm yet to see a good checkout person in 10 years.
Is where they have on their conveyor belt what appears to be a desiccated corpse.
Oh yeah.
That that bled out on the thing, and they just sit there and go, what?
Yeah.
What?
It does appear.
Aren't you supposed to clean it?
Always. It looks like a dog has been expressing.
Exactly. Anal glands.
You don't need to be specific.
That's what it. Well, I thought I'd be specific. But anyway, it's time for birthdays, everybody.
It is.
Welcome to our world.
Oh, we have one of these.
The beautiful.
Welcome to my world.
The very beautiful Cecilia Elise Sikdar. Oh, Sikdar.
Yeah. Either that or outer space.
Welcome to the world, Cecilia Elise Sikdar. She was born August 16th. Mother and baby are doing very well. Well, that's just about a month ago my kid was born, so
Yeah.
you got my kid by a month, Michael William. As a welcome, can Charlie please talk up Eddie Money? And thank you for putting the times on there.
I like to do that. Is Charlie up for that?
Yeah, sure. I'll come in. Charlie!
Is he going to come in?
Charlie, can you talk up Eddie Money?
All right. Did you ever meet Eddie Money at one of the old DJ conventions, Charlie?
Nope.
Never did? Okay.
No, I didn't, Rob.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Take Me Home Tonight.
Charlie Stewang Stabalak.
Hello. This is Charlie Stewang Stabalak. You're listening to the Eddie Money Get-Together. He's going to go whoa-whoa right now. Listen, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Sing it. There it is. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Money.
That was terrible.
What about the call it is, Charlie?
W-Y-R-E.
Mike Harper turns 56 this weekend, and since he's never been this old before, he wonders how Jackie Stallone would advise him to handle this milestone. Well, call her.
Okay.
Right. Bailey Roberts hit the big 1-2. 12 years old this week, the big 1-2.
Yeah,
it's the big one, too.
Is that you, or is that what they said?
It's all me.
It's all you? 12 years old this week. Her parents plan to give her a chocolate pie a mile wide
That you were there.
No, that's them.
Okay. I like to know when the listeners are being funny or Rob's being funny. They plan to give her a chocolate pie a mile wide for being the best tween in the world. And even though they are in Mobile, Alabama, they are not rednecks, so they say, right.
Right.
Or I read that wrong. And even though they're in Mobile, Alabama, they're not rednecks, so they say, right.
Right.
The proper delivery of a prepared comedy. Adam Eldred Jr. is 17 this week, and he asked for no presents. All he asked for was happy birthday greetings from Mike, Rob, and Oscar. Good kid, that Adam.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Adam.
And a personal pal of mine.
Yes.
And for 17, as 17-year-olds go, Adam is a very funny 17-year-old.
He is. He should be asking for a car, though.
Adam has the comedy gene.
He does.
Yeah, that's right. Adam asked for a car.
Ask for it.
Good idea.
Asking ain't getting.
Right. Paul Sheldon of Jacksonville, Florida. He is now 40. Whoa! I read that one right? He's now 40. Whoa. But he still giggles like a schoolgirl when Mike does the Duke of Dangle. Who is the Duke of Dangle?
You'll see.
But will he laugh if Oscar imitates the Grease Man? Let's see. Rob is like really right. Oscar, go ahead.
Hey, waddle doodle doddle. It's the Grease Man.
I liked it. I thought it was really good.
Hey, it's the all-new Oscar Santana show. I like that.
Oh, and I have something special that I ran into for Paul. I think
right.
he'll enjoy
This
this.
is for Paul Sheldon. Pony's out of his mind
Thank you, Grease.
over in the corner. That's like his.
Yeah, I know.
I've never seen you shake your shoulders at my show that way. A couple of guys are.
Hey, but the good news is this is your show.
Yeah, okay. So
Okay.
technically,
Yeah,
that counts.
waddle-doodle.
Mr. Pete Johnson.
Not our WNEW engineer. Another guy.
That's the way our engineer at WNEW in New York used to
Yeah.
sound.
Hi, I'm Pete Johnson. Lifelong CBS engineer.
Yeah,
How can you live in the most powerful, hip city in the world and be like that guy?
I know.
Union,
Amazing.
baby.
Unbelievable.
His plaid shirts.
Pete Johnson enters his douchebag.
Pete, what are you
30s.
doing today? Going up to the Empire State Building to check the transmitter.
Yeah, you're going to be at the top of the world today.
Yeah.
I better bring my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I do remember
Totally
one thing he
screwed up.
told
Never
me.
been out of New York in his life.
What is what he said?
Never been off the island.
He said, my wife packs the tomatoes separately so they don't make my sandwich soggy.
That was the high point of his day.
He loved it.
Hey, you're going to be at the top of the Empire State Building.
Where she puts the tomatoes in the side dish.
I think every radio engineer I've ever met has had a plaid shirt.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
know.
the uniform.
You know, is there anything more pleasant as a people than the radio engineers? Just really great people.
Pete, you're 70 years old. You were here when the Beatles came through here.
Yeah. She puts the mayonnaise over on the side.
You dip S. I didn't really like him.
Really?
I impersonated him, but I didn't like him.
He was a great character.
And normally I impersonate people I like.
He
so-
was actually the first person on our airwaves to use the phrase meat curtains.
because we made him do it.
Yeah, we wrote it for him, but he was the first one to
We
bring
write
it.
filthy stuff, and he'd read it because he's like,
I don't understand what it means.
Right.
It's a
Pete, Mick Jagger is in your lobby right now.
I want to make sure the salt and pepper doesn't touch the tomato with the thing.
I
Ass.
really didn't think we'd get all this today.
Pure ass. Just had a flashback on that guy. You know?
Yeah.
In Manhattan.
Yeah.
A city we failed in.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, hey, Pete, the mayor of New York's coming today. And then a little bit later on, Diana Ross will be here before Natalie Cole comes by. And also Robert De Niro's here to promote the festival down in Soho.
Well, what I want to make sure is the celery is in the cellophane.
I do remember one thing that
Yeah.
always troubled him. You could say, hey, you know what? Elvis Presley himself, even though he's dead, Elvis Presley will be in the studio today. He said, don't let him cut through the engineering shop.
That's going to disturb everything I have that's laid out
In that room where I fart and do nothing all day.
Oh, no.
A salute to union engineers.
Oh, he was well paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. He's a lifer.
Yeah, oh, God.
Yeah, he no cut contract with the union with that guy.
He ought to be cut.
Yeah. Hey, Pete, the Yankees are in town playing the World Series.
I hope it doesn't affect it. We're having macaroni and cheese tonight. I hope it doesn't mess up with my commute. That's all right. I live in Queens. I'll be all right.
Yeah, you're going up to the top of the Empire State Building.
Yeah, the top of the world.
Yeah.
Greatest structure in the history of mankind.
Well, it's all right. I hope it's not raining. I'll have to wear my galoshes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go that long on that.
But not our listener. Cliff.
Oh, no, not at all. Pete Johnson's a good guy, and he's in his douchebag 30s this week, and thank you very much. He wants to know if Scott Shannon has any gift suggestions. Lifesavers.
They'd be good.
In what flavors?
Oh, I don't know, like Peppo-Mint?
Wintergreen.
Or there's always traditional
5 flavor.
Those are always very good.
Shannon.
The All-Americans present Scott Shannon with more hit music.
I would like to. All right. I would like to send out greetings to Pete Johnson. There we go. Sorry.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
That's enough, Rob. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
He had to get them all in.
It's got like a 15-minute montage. This next guy just wants to hear his name on the podcast. Okay, here we go. Nathan Strobel.
Nathan?
Nathan Strobel.
Nathan Strobel.
That's it. Was it worth it?
Yeah, I think so.
Nathan Strobel,
Big win.
congratulations. Delaney Redmond. Now, that's a cool name.
Like that.
He is now 15. I think it's he, right? Delaney
Yeah.
could go. Delaney is 15. And since, she's getting older.
Oh, my goodness, my bad.
Sorry, Delaney. That is, I said it could be a man's name or a woman's
Right.
name. No, really, it's a beautiful girl's name. Delaney Redmond is now 15, and since she's getting older, she'd like some life advice from Kip Dynamite. I just want you to know, Delaney, you will find your soulmate online. Guaranteed. I was chatting with hot babes all day.
Hey, Kip,
What do you want, Rob?
when you get a phone call, how do you answer the phone?
Dynamite residence. Kip speaking. How does he answer the phone?
Hi.
Hi. I'm Kip. I love technology. I love technology. Always. I'm getting emotional thinking about Delaney Redmond's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, that's at the end of the movie.
How's your marriage working out, Kip?
Rob,
Yeah.
La Fonda is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. That's it. How about this? Colonel Mike Colburn, my buddy! Yay! The director of the President's Own Marine Band had his 49th yesterday. Mike Colburn.
Yeah.
Probably one of my best parts of my year last year was
So
getting
cool.
a chance to meet him and hang out with him and his beautiful wife. We really loved them, and they were so kind to us. And, the Marine Band, it doesn't get any cooler than that. Since he loves all his bosses, past and present, could boss Bill Clinton talk up the Commodores for him?
Do it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, take a look over there. It's Colonel Colburn leading the Marine Band on the parade grounds. I think that's fantastic. I sure wish they'd funk it up a little bit, though.
Yeah.
All those Sousa marches get a little tedious. I'd really like to hear something from the Commodores, but we're sending this one out to a very happy 49-year-old. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Mike Colburn.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. This weekend is the birthday of Hank Reuter, another guy that we know and love.
love Hank.
And all he wants is a simple happy birthday. So happy birthday and good luck on the house closing tomorrow, Hank.
Yeah, so good luck, Hank.
That's right. And so Hank is closing on a brand new house
Yes, he
tomorrow?
is. Mhm.
That's good. All right. Allie Baldwin of Missoula, Montana is not only turning 14, she also earned her black belt in Taekwondo this summer. So please give her a happy birthday from a member of the Midget Theater. You mean
Yeah, she wants to hear from one of the repertory players, Mike.
Black belt.
But, that's amazing. Most kids don't do anything all summer, my kids included.
Yes.
She earned her black belt this
Pretty
summer.
impressive.
Yeah, it is. Her mom is very proud of her.
Gonna kick some guy's ass one day, I imagine.
The one I use the most, and it's always the hardest one to find.
Ah, you'll find it.
There it is.
You're a professional.
Hey, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Yeah, Midget Theater. Thank you very much, Allie. Happy birthday.
Can I get a hiya?
Hiya! Oh, how about?
Ladies and gentlemen, Midget Theater presents Tora, Tora, Tora.
Oh, excellent.
Udo. 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 I fear we have awakened the sleeping giant. Udo. Tora, Tora, Tora.
What's happened to this segment? God almighty. All right, thank you very much, Allie. Philip Stamper has been trying for 3 years to get a birthday greeting from us, but as of yet he has not. What do you say, fellas? Is this his year?
I say no. I say absolutely not.
Hey, man, I like all the Stampers. Mama Stamper, Baby Stamper, Philip Stamper, Uncle Stamper.
Sure.
Uncle Stamper. Well, thank you, Uncle Stamper. What's going on? We're not going to have any show left.
I know.
And a reminder, the Manassas Symphony Orchestra's annual Summer Pops concert is this Sunday, the 25th at 3 p.m. You're putting PSAs in?
No,
You're putting PSAs in now?
A good guy asked me to do this.
Is this Mr. Villani?
Yes, Jim Villani said if we could mention it, it would be
All my
great.
musical friends are in the birthdays. All right, Manassas Symphony Orchestra's annual Summer Pops concert, Sunday, the 25th, 3 p.m. at the Harris Pavilion in Old Town Manassas. That's right up
Walking
the street.
distance for you, Mike.
Stop by and say hi to good guy Jim Villani and enjoy some free ice cream, and we say yum yum to that.
Good stuff.
And do we have a letter of the week
We
here?
do.
Okay, let us close with the letter of the week. We got a lovely note from the Fisher House Foundation announcing that they had received a generous donation made in honor of everyone at the Mike O'Mara Show from Ms. Kathy Conk.
That's right. You know, Mike of the conks.
Conks.
Let him speak. He has the conk.
She's done so well
Yes,
with
she
that
has.
exercise program. She's just a shell of herself. Kathy wrote that she would have never heard of Fisher House without TMOS. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And she asked that we keep bringing important charities to the attention they deserve. That's a very serious letter, and here I am making a conch shell joke.
Yeah, you know, what's the matter with you?
She went on to write that Mike, Oscar, and Rob should keep bringing the funny. Thank you, Kathy. You got it. Rob, start the show. You hump.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Turning first to a very special guest indeed, Mr. Brian Butterfield, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you here, Brian.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, Mr. How do you pronounce it? McManus or McManus?
No, it's not McManus. Mortimer.
McWortimer.
Mortimer.
McWortimer.
That's absolutely fine.
Is that African?
No, I don't think so. I think it's French, actually.
I have brought you both a present, actually.
Thank you.
They're my new diet bonbons.
Are we going to let us try one?
Yes, if you may.
Bonbons.
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 They're my diet bonbons. They contain chocolate, gravy, tea and coffee for flavouring, mint, decaf coffee, and pork belly.
Well, they're not going to be that slimming then, are they, Brian, with pork belly?
Ah, well then, let me tell you my secret dieting ingredient.
Yeah?
Elephant laxatives.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Live from Studio 1K.
What the hell are you doing?
In the Fiberplex Broadcast Center. This is the Mike O'Mara Show, downloaded worldwide 18 million times and powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, 102.9 FM WTNT in Washington, D.C., and the mighty 1630 KCJJ in Iowa. Today is Thursday.
It is.
August 22nd, 2013, and our show today is brought to you by Encore Insurance Services, LLC.
Yeah.
The people who bring... I can't get by it. The people who
Move
bring
forward,
you this
ever
show
forward.
every single weeknight on 102.9 WTNT. For a free life insurance quote, visit smartterm.com or call 866-347-5748. They'll do all the work for you.
How's Michael William? Doing good? I saw him with the mom today. She's beautiful and doing great.
He is really terrific. He's growing like a weed. And,
Yeah, I know.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful having a baby in the house.
It's really brought a new life to you.
They will do all the work for you. Encore will compare rates to help you save. License and disclaimer info at smartterm.com. Be sure and thank them for sponsoring TMOS Encore Insurance Services at smartterm.com.
You want to just end it now?
No. I'm all right. Oh, God.
My eyes are hot.
What a fun day.
I'll tell you. You want to get people that do what we do to have fun. You just try to discipline us.
Yeah,
that's it.
that's it.
On any level, if that happens, that's when we misbehave. Because one of the reasons we're in this business is because we don't like people telling us what to do.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oscar.
I'm not saying anything.
Matt Bloom.
Oh, my God.
I'm taking mental notes.
Hey, I want to give you a heads up. Not a heads up. I want to give you your props.
What?
For Oblivion. I watched Oblivion, and
Yeah.
as far as
Is it
movies,
apostrophe Oblivion?
Oh, Oblivion. as
Irish
far as movies that I didn't understand, it's up there in the top five.
Give me the plot.
They clone him.
They clone Matt Damon.
Why would
They
you
clone
spoil
him.
it a year later?
Yeah, spoiler alert.
They clone him.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's like multiple Tom Cruises.
Isn't it
So
rich?
if you haven't,
It's a lot of fun. It's a guy movie.
If you haven't watched it on pay-per-view, and it's got this beautiful actress. I don't know what her name is.
Matt
but,
Damon.
No, it's not. She plays his wife from the
Red
future
hair.
or the past.
Would you rather have seen
No,
her?
the redhead I don't care for.
Would you have rather
you
seen
I
the
like
bride
the other
cloned?
one. I like the brunette.
Would you like to see the brunette cloned?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, many times.
Yeah.
Worth the $5.99, right?
Yes, now that I've spoiled it for everybody,
Many times.
watch it many times. Watch it on pay-per-view. It should be a lot of fun. I think my world is pay-per-view movies. Even though now the climate of cinema, and we're getting into an even better climate of cinema,
Right.
they're gonna be movie after movie after movie. I love this kind of a year. This is better than last year already for movies. They've got Monument Men that's coming out. That's a movie that I'm looking forward to. Elysium, which I haven't seen yet. The Matt Damon vehicle that I want to watch.
Yeah.
There's some very, very good movies coming out, and so it's terrific.
Send in the clones.
Is
Mike.
it
Send in the clones.
Is it The Wolf of Wall Street?
The Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio, another great movie that's supposed to be coming around the corner. There's some independent films that are out there. I think they've been listening a little bit of Hollywood, and they realize that's the way you get people.
I want to see the Butler movie.
The Butler is my next door neighbor Richard went to see it yesterday. Said it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I
loves it.
saw two movies this past weekend.
Yes.
Jobs and Elysium.
Okay.
The
Steve Jobs one.
Yeah, don't go to that. But I'll say that there is nothing greater than walking out of a theater when I walked out of Elysium and said, you know what? Well, worth my money.
I love
worth
that.
My money.
That's a good feeling.
And
That's a great feeling.
it's horrible when you go to one that's just a total piece of trash because you feel like you've been ripped off. But I mean, I think the numbers would bear out the fact that moviegoers in general are much more picky than they used to be.
Well, numbers are down overall.
I don't go unless I'm really. It's almost a slam dunk.
I
for
didn't
me.
want to go out, so I actually went online to find a movie called Jobs, and I found one. But it was on the Bang Brothers site.
Yeah, and
it's not the same movie.
And it had another word in
How
front of
dare
it.
you.
Yeah, and it did not have Ashton Kutcher in
Exactly.
it. No,
And
not at all.
Yeah, give that man a hand. So it was.
Not to
terrific.
say I didn't think I got my money's worth.
I know you got a packed show, but just quickly.
Yes.
So everybody's going into this on-demand world. I know that Hulu Plus is a big,
Sure.
they're a big supporter of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday it broke that the NFL is having meetings with Google, and people were going kind of crazy because they have their DirecTV. You can
Right.
get
Right.
ESPN, watch ESPN on your phone. And what we're doing right now, when these stories break, I feel like we're so ahead of the curve that I'm happy we're part of this with
Yes.
this radio / podcast universe we're in.
A lot of people talking to a radio friend of mine the other day that was talking about how ahead of the curve we are. I said,
Yes.
okay, how about ahead of the financial curve? Why don't you send me a big fat check then?
Still,
Can
Mike,
you do that?
Still slacking a little behind.
Yeah, just
Well,
a
there's the problem.
We're trailing a little bit on
Yeah.
that count. But hey, but radio people are too. Bulletin.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
the way that goes.
So the NFL met with Google, and they're talking about how this on-demand programming is changing, where eventually, just like you have cable now,
Right.
You will eventually just go to your on-demand world, and you'll probably be able to buy your games just on your phones.
You know,
only-
it would be
Go ahead.
amazing if, like, the people at the Browns game, it's not a very well-attended stadium.
Yes.
If no one actually Googled and searched to buy it, they wouldn't even have to play. They would just be waiting on the field saying, has anyone bought it yet?
They don't need it. I was thinking about my video choices, and the only thing I was like, well, I actually will go to the guide and see, hey, what's on right now. But I do that with movies,
right?
And that's also by choice.
Changing.
So it's like anything I watch.
Evolving.
My television series that I watch now are Hulu Plus or some sort of other on-demand service that I use. That's it. That's the way it goes because that's the way we all do it. And you know, it's frustrating with this show, but I know how you listen to it, folks. I know that you get it, you download it, and then you listen to it when it's convenient for you. My own wife is on Monday. That's a little, we try to keep the show topical, and we occasionally will talk about the news issue of the day. But the fact is, I know how you listen to it because you want to listen to it when it's convenient.
I've actually made a big change in the way I watch television. If I'm not watching something like Hulu, if I'm going to watch something that's actually on television, I don't go to guide first. I don't flip the channels first. The first thing I go is go to my list. Because the list knows what I'm going to want to see.
Yeah, that's
and
what
there's
it is.
always something for me on the list.
And do you think that is making people more discerning as far as the way they get there? I won't say radio program because we know how discerning the radio community is. If you like what you like, and God love them, they love what we have, that's terrific. I did want, on a side note, speaking of that particular advertiser, I got a guy that I unfriended and blocked yesterday on my page, writes along. And by the way, I don't know you say you're doing you a personal favor if you support this particular client. Hey, Buster Brown, I got news for you. We don't have 40 million listeners to this show, okay?
Right.
We have them in the thousands, in the tens of thousands, but that,
Still.
relatively, we need to have partnerships with our advertisers. I asked that because I'm feeding my family here. That's the reason that's in there. And then the other comment was, right before I blocked him, was, and by the way, it used to be news and comment. Now you're doing the news. How can you comment? Well, I got news for you. I comment on just about every news story I bring to the news, you dirty, rotten scum hunk.
Wow. Hunk.
Yeah. But the fact
there's
is,
sexual tension now.
if you hear me say, but the more important thing is, if you hear me say, help us out and support these advertisers. These are people that have gotten wonderful results thanks to our partnership with our listeners. And I look at it as kind of a three-way. You're not going to hear the people at Geico who run 750,000 commercials a day. They're not going to do this. You're not going to hear the people at CBS, the big behemoths. This is an intimate form of communication. And I don't see that changing as our numbers continue to grow. I really consider this more intimate than radio. That was one of the most
and we
shocking
never thought
things
that could
to me.
happen.
Didn't think it was possible to get a more intimate form of communication than radio. Didn't think it was doable.
And so much fun.
Until I started doing this podcast. And it is very intimate. So when I say that because A, this is my business. This is how we support our families. And B, that is how we advertise on this show. If if we have an advertiser that comes in there, we always talk about the fit.
Right.
That's why I'm always asking people, that I see, if you know somebody, hey, that might be a really nice fit for the show.
We have said no to advertisers that
100%.
have not fit.
Yeah.
And
we're like, look, it's,
absolutely.
Thank you, but let's do right by each other.
You got to do right by, and I want it to be, most of our advertisers, or at least the people that represent the advertisers, we have personal relationships with.
True.
It's different, it's so I wanted to make that clear that when you hear me say that, that is part of, that's part of the equation. When you buy this show, that's what you get. I take it very seriously because we have to make a living so we can keep providing you with this program.
Back to when you asked about, are we getting more discerning? I have a question for Oscar because it's kind of a tech question. I don't know how the TV ratings work anymore. Do you get credit as a TV station if someone DVRs your show, or do they have to watch it?
I can tell you in the radio world, you get different credit. There's credit for live viewing, and then some people, I imagine, by now have credits. And they do for radio, but I imagine they have it now for TV, where you get credit. It's not as much credit for watching a little later on.
Because you know what? I am more discerning with what I watch, but I'm less discerning with what I capture. I do so much deleting all day.
Oh my God, I need to tend to that list. I need to do some housekeeping on that list.
It's the last thing I do before I go to bed every night.
And when you have one of those whole house machines, you've got the situation where you see what other people are watching.
That's right.
And in this household, it's all stimulating. Yeah, it's fascinating.
Do you ever delete
really
programs?
Jerseylicious? My God,
anything with the word
do we need 7,000 copies of Jerseylicious lying around?
Can you just block any show that has the word Jersey in it?
I could. You know what? I know how to control it.
Yes, you do.
I know how to control the device, which means I could get rid of all of it. They could wake up in the morning, I could hear What did you do? And I'll just sit there and go, it's all gone. All of your programs have vanished overnight.
Like it's happened before.
You're not going to watch Family Feud anymore.
Mike is standing on the balcony screaming, King of the world!
I am the king of the world.
I run this house.
Perhaps they wouldn't all be gone if you would take time to watch Magic City with me. Wench. Anyway, no, that's
Wench?
No, I'm just kidding.
We just peeled back one more layer.
That was
No,
so real.
no,
We're gonna have a great ride up to Maine
Oh,
now.
we're gonna have a fantastic time. No,
Maybe put her in the back seat.
You
Mrs.
deleted
O'Mara-
the Family Feud. That
Mrs.
was
O'Mara
you.
had another morning with Mrs. O'Mara where she wakes up, and it was great. We both got a fairly decent night of sleep, which is so valuable. And
What was the longest stretch? Are you going 5 hours?
5.5 hours.
Wow, that is strong.
5.5 hours for Michael Williams. Way to go. You rock. And
Hell of a baby.
And then I had time, woke up at about 6:45, and I got time to hang with him. And that's just bliss for me where, he's between us and I can just sit there and look at him. And he is.
First thing in the morning, baby is the best baby.
First thing in the morning, baby is totally rocks.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him and he's just doing all his little. And then I started singing to him, and Carla claims that he smiled, and then she tried to get it on video, and then it went from it's always that camera. It's the moments. I'm a big believer now that I think the moments ought to be just the moments. We are all so obsessed with capturing the moments that I think sometimes
it should never,
capturing the moments takes away from the moments.
It should never detract from the moment, but if you can capture the moment, you'll be very glad.
Spontaneously, and you don't know about it.
You know what I really...
If I'm like, wait, don't sing so fast. Don't sing so fast to him.
I am so saddened that we didn't have digital photography when my kids were wee and small.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it seems to me that...
we have two pictures of Robert.
My favorite...
That's it.
Having a photograph of that moment where I'm eyeballing him this morning and he's an inch and a half away from my face and going, oh my God, Daddy, that breath. No, having that moment and capturing it on camera, it's not the same thing. Yeah. The moment is there.
His first word will be no sriracha.
Damn, is that sriracha chili sauce? Did Matt Bloom give that to you? Jesus Christ. Can I go back into the crib? Ass. Anyway, we have a phone line. It has been installed at the Mike O'Mara Studios.
I want you to be very careful with what you're about to say.
With our modern technology, we are able to dial out. We don't take calls in. We're not doing that for the foreseeable future. But we are calling out to celebrity guests, interviews that we want to do, and we're going to take a little walk down memory lane when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show as we make our first official phone call. It's a get.
It is a get.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. We talk about Wait Not all the time. We can personally tell you that if you're ready to make the commitment, Wait Not will take care of the rest. Hundreds of my listeners have lost thousands of pounds the safe and the fast way with Wait Not. Real food, no prepackaged meal replacements, prescriptions, or stimulants, nothing artificial. Right now, this month only, Wait Not is offering special savings of up to $200 for members of the military, government, and teachers. If you want success stories, go to the Wait Not Facebook page, or to find out more, visit waitnot.com. The plans are fantastic, and they start as low as $5 a day. And remember, up to $200 off if you're in the military, the government, or you're a teacher. Wait Not. Show us what you're made of.
Good stuff.
All right, I talked before about the fact that we have got the phone line installed.
Yes.
And it's time to make our very first get call.
Do you know if this person is indeed home?
You got no idea.
So it's not...
I'd say the odds are pretty damn good.
Yeah, where would he be?
Exactly.
Or
where would
she.
he be?
Or she.
Yeah, or she. Let's have a little drum roll. Going to do that right now. Rob's going to dial out. And very good. Let's dial the number. Fingers like lightning. There we go.
Well, they're pretty big. He's got to be careful.
That's when I realized how large Rob's hands
Those
are.
big mitts.
See if he's home. She's home.
The number you have dialed does not accept anonymous calls.
Oh! Hey, bastard, Tom!
Yeah.
You blew it, Tom. You blew it, Tom. You put that on your greasy little phone. You little scumbag. You blew it. Your one opportunity, and you blew it. You don't take anonymous calls. You are SOL. I am not calling you with that phone number. You sneaky little SOB.
That could not have gone any better.
I know.
Because now we have full credit for reaching out.
We tried.
Yeah, I'm not calling him with the number.
No, of course not. Are you kidding?
Not a chance in
Are
hell.
Are you kidding?
We'd have to get a new phone number if we did that.
We would. He is really
Tom,
he's really something.
Tom, if you are listening to my voice right now.
Tom Gavin, the man a little too good to be on our show.
Exactly. And Tom, if you're listening right now, take that off. If you disable that, then we'll call you.
And when you disable that, send Carla a message so we know.
Yeah, no, Carla's blocking you and unfriending you today, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, be aware of that, because it's become relentless.
Can I ask
crazy.
a quick question?
I was going to take care of that with this phone call.
Can you mention?
Can you believe that guy?
I can.
He
you
doesn't
know what?
take that.
I can believe it.
Wow.
Well, can we mention the message that he sent Carla?
Yeah, go ahead.
He called and left a voice message. Somehow you can send a voice file and send it as a Facebook message.
He knows the technology.
He does.
That's the thing. It's amazing.
And he did it as Charlie.
Right.
What? He did it as Charlie. No. He did. Yeah.
He had a little Charlie at the end of
it. There's
right after he seriously gave his number. Here's my number, Carla.
There's something twisted.
703. And then, hello.
There's something twisted in the world where a man like that doesn't accept any phone call.
Right.
Like, he should accept every phone
call.
call.
Because you know why?
He should be happy for that phone call.
What's the opposite of accept? To distribute? He distributes millions of phone calls.
Yes, he does.
He does. Yeah, to every disc jockey.
And so he has that on his phone, I guarantee you this, specifically so that he can write down the hotlines of radio stations around the world.
Like a serial killer.
That's how he does it.
Yep.
That's how he does it. Let's call Mr. Bridges.
You want to?
Let's call Mr. Bridges. I have to get somebody on the phone to speak with. And, who better after Tom Gavin? It is 20 of 12 Eastern time.
What is he doing?
So this is, I guess we'll call his cell phone then.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, very good.
Will he be off the air now?
Probably.
I mean, the man does like a 14-hour radio show.
You know what? They're
every
not
single day.
doing as long of a show now that they're not watching Canon anymore. So let me go ahead and bring up his.
They watch television on the radio.
Going to bring up his cell phone number.
How do you not love that?
I want to hate it.
How do you?
But I love it.
I can't hate that.
He'd give me an aneurysm if I was.
We're going to call the owner, the poobah, the grand dam of KCJJ in Iowa, our affiliate, Mr. Steve Bridges, because really, yes, it's just a phone line. But for me, it's a new toy.
It's a new toy.
It's like walking on the moon.
And Rob and Oscar worked very hard to put the phone line in and get it through our board. So now I'm going to use the toy and see what happens.
What are the odds his phone blocks incoming calls?
Well, no, we didn't block our number. He can have it in case he needs it.
There
The number
is.
you have dialed is not in service.
What?
Please check the number.
Fingers. See if you can try it again. Okay.
Let me tell you something, Fingers. I can see the digital readout of what I dialed, and it was right. So.
Well, then why would it be unlisted then?
Maybe Steve didn't pay the bill.
Well, did you call his? Don't call his cell. Call the radio station.
Call the
It's where he
request
lives.
If you're wondering what this looks like in studio, and you're not watching on YouTube
This
or
is.
Ustream,
I can't even. As much as I'm happy about having the line in, the logistics of dialing a phone now is about ready to. I'm ready to stab myself in the eye.
Well, usually what you would do, and I think maybe we could work this out.
I asked for a keypad right here.
Yes, and you asked for it yesterday.
I know, but it's just.
And then we realized that you couldn't have it.
It's just this. I'm just right now. Why are we dialing it again?
Because I did.
Don't make him nervous, man.
All right, I won't make him nervous. I won't even say.
We got to
anything
root
about
him
it.
on.
It's.
I mean,
that's it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
If it were a jukebox.
Watch Mike's fingers dance over the.
Hey, buddy, you want to have a competition?
No.
Okay, all right. Yeah, really. Hey, man, you know how long I was a DJ before you were even in the womb?
That's
Thank
right.
you very much, baby.
Step outside.
Right.
Nothing.
The number you have dialed is not in service. Please check the number and try
Bone
your call again.
sideways.
You know what? You still have to dial a 1, don't you?
Yes, of course you do. When's the last time you used a phone?
Well, about 8 seconds ago.
That's a legitimate question. Well, yes,
You don't
if
on
it's
a cell
long
phone.
distance.
On a regular
No, of
phone,
course you don't
do.
on a cell phone.
But I've done 3 dials that were correct, and none of them have gone through. May I try it without a 1?
Okay.
I don't know if the technology has changed.
Make sure the numbers are correct.
When's the last time you used a hard line?
It was so hard, Mike. It was
You
rock
of all
hard.
people should have like a rotary phone at home, you know? Hey, kids, watch me dial Grandma.
Rob's got a wooden phone.
Yeah,
at
3
home.
cranks.
Sarah? All right, let's see if this works.
Because that's the
Now,
only
if it dials without a 1 in front of it, I will assume that the technology has changed. But no, it's not even ringing.
No.
It's going to give us a
The
recording.
number you have dialed is not in service. Please
Well,
check
you
the
try
number
calling
and
him
try your
on your. This is going to be the true test. Call him on your cell and see if he answers.
Well, no, of course it
That'll
will.
work.
That'll work.
Can that come over here?
It can't.
It cannot.
It's too far. Would you want Pony to actually dial for Rob?
No. Are we going? If speed is of the essence, did you see when Pony tried to take the trash out of Tony Pony when he tried to take the trash out a minute ago? It was like I've closed on houses that took less time.
Can I try one more time?
Yes, go ahead.
Right.
You have 40 seconds.
Do you have his number?
Yes, I do. Right here.
All right.
You see it?
Very good. Now we're going to try, and that'll allow
45
you
seconds.
to run the little board thing and turn it down when we're dialing the numbers and stuff like that. Should be fine.
You see, I wish I could dial that fast.
Mm-hmm. We're just going to see if it works. It's ringing now. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Hey, CJJ.
Hey, Kurt, how you doing? It's Rob.
Hey, Rob.
How are you?
Hi, it's Mike too. You're on the Mike O'Mara Show. How you doing, Kurt?
Hey, Mike. How are you?
Hey, Kurt. Have we met out there?
We did.
Okay. How's everything? I don't remember you. When
white guy.
He's a white guy. Oh, he's a white guy in Iowa. I should know that. Is Mr. Bridges on the campus?
Mr. Bridges is on air.
Oh, he is.
Would you like to talk to Mr. Bridges on
Right
air?
after this. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program brought to you by Vistaprint. Here's a great idea to show off your personality and your business identity with personalized iPhone cases from Vistaprint.com. Yes, Vistaprint is a small business's best friend, and you can easily design your own iPhone case to get your business noticed or just to make your own personal statement. Prices start at $14.99, and right now my listeners can get 25% off on all iPhone cases when you go to Vistaprint.com/TMOS. Spend $30 or more, and the shipping is free.
Bone free.
FREE. This is a great way to impress clients, to get your name out there. The possibilities are endless, from family photos to business logos. They're easy to create and will get you noticed. Do me a favor. If you get one, get them in the mail. You get your Vistaprint.com iPhone case for that fantastic discount, 25% off. Send me a picture of it. I'd love to see them, and I'll talk about it on the air. That's 25% off all personalized iPhone cases and free shipping when you spend more than $30. Just remember to go to Vistaprint.com/TMOS. And remember, most everything a small business needs for printing is available at Vistaprint. I'm going to get an iPhone case with one of Rob's thumbs. Right on there. You can't expect. I've been very nice. You can't expect me not to use it for comedy material.
I hope you will.
Okay,
and you know what? Let's all have a hell of a laugh.
That's all. Hello.
Hello.
Are you on the air right now?
I'm on the air right now.
You're on the air with me. So technically, you are now on your radio station twice in one day.
Do I get paid extra?
No, you don't. No, you don't. But
You don't get paid at all.
Hi,
Let me tell you something about
God.
this radio station, this KCJJ.
Yes.
This is a crap deal.
Right.
I want some money. I want my clients to pay me. I want the tax people to get off my case. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. And then at 64, I'm not getting any sex. Everything has just gone down the hell hill.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Mike O'Mara Show, we have caught Steve Bridges at a classic moment. He's ranting.
I don't think you realize that.
Yeah, what's that, Steve?
I don't think I've ever told you that.
What's that? What?
Stevie Nicks threw up on me.
Stevie Nicks threw up on you?
Yes.
That, this is actually the kind of rant in so many different directions where I think psychological professionals might want to think about drawing up some papers. You went from ranting about the radio station to not getting sex at 64 and then right into Stevie Nicks throwing up on you. That's pretty interesting.
What if Stevie Nicks paid for your dry cleaning, sent you a check, and gave you sex? Then would everything be okay?
That's the problem, Rob. Nobody's sending us checks.
No one's sending you a check. Okay, then let me. Would you like me to be your bill collector? Oscar just wrote stroke. Oscar, he's not having a stroke.
No,
he's not having a stroke.
In fact, that's the problem.
Now, first of all, can you boys? This is our new super deluxe phone line that we have in here. Can you hear us? Okay.
Oh yeah, yes. This is the first time. No, I heard them yesterday. They did it on the show. Yeah, it sounded good yesterday.
I'm glad it's sounding good. This is Mike O'Mara from the Mike O'Mara Show that is heard every weekday right here on KCJJ. I'd like to speak to the deadbeats out there and tell you a little bit about something that you get every single day when you're an advertiser on KCJJ. You get the goodwill of a fine group of people. And I'm not going to sit here and let these people be insulted by your inability to go down to your bank or go into your checkbook or, for Christ's sake, go to the internet and wire or transfer some money to this goddamn radio station.
Yeah!
How is that?
Bravo.
Thank you very much.
Do you think it'll help?
No, not at all.
But here's the thing. No matter all the bitching that we do about finances, and Lord knows, Steve, we're in the same boat there. We certainly complain about it all the time as well. But the fact is, aren't we doing what we love?
Yeah, wow. Sure. Well, why wouldn't we?
All right, here's the thing. I this is just an idea. I'm spitballing right here about KCJJ, but just hear me out. And it's something that you always look. What's radio other than an occasional stunt, right? Mm-hmm. But this is just something I have in my mind. What's your main drag out there? What's the town square where everybody hangs out? Is it down? Mall? Is it over where the with?
Yeah, the Pheasant. No, it isn't the Pheasant Ridge Apartment.
It's a little inside joke. The Peasant Ridge Apartment.
Localized.
Whatever. Is it the pedestrian mall?
Yes, it's the pet mall, yes.
Okay, here we go. You put Tom Suter in BBDs, so nobody can see that he's got pants on. He appears to be naked, and you put a sandwich board on him.
Do you understand there are people down there right now that are naked? Yes.
Okay, so it's nothing special. I figured Iowa kind of conservative. Yeah. Maybe not the case.
College town. There's nude co-eds running around.
And hey, for the love of God, it's your time of year is about to come, boys. It's fall. It's football right around the corner. It's Hawkeye time. Next week.
Wow.
Steve, what are the prospects? And Tommy, I'll ask you the same thing. And if Tom Suter's around, maybe he can speak to it. What are the prospects for Hawkeye football this year?
Nah. It wasn't a good year last year. No, I'm feeling good about it. I think we'll go to a bowl game. I mean, last year was not good. It was not 4-8. 4-8. Yeah, 4-8. This year, I believe we'll at least be 6-6, maybe 7-5. If we're more than that, I will be jumping for joy. And it's not just the game that excites the fans. It's the lots of beer and food.
Right. It's the sex with strangers.
Yeah. Sex with strangers.
The blackouts.
That's right. The blackouts.
Oscar buying a whole, top floor of a nightclub.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, he has a good memory for an old man.
Well, you guys rock, and we are always thrilled to be associated with our favorite radio affiliate, KCJJ. And
send us that liner, Oscar.
I will.
No object.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What's the liner he's talking about?
It's probably for what is it? Liquor Downtown. Where money's no object.
Liquor Downtown thing.
Yeah, you still owe him a commercial after 2.5 years.
Liquor Downtown. I will make sure he does that for you, Steve.
Would you do that?
You guys rock, and now
something.
Yes.
It's like Rob's anniversary with the station, and you guys got another one coming on December 7th, and we are so absolutely thankful and grateful that we've stayed together all these years.
I couldn't agree. I'm so glad to be associated. I don't particularly care about Rob's anniversary, but I'm so thrilled to be associated with KCJJ.
We just celebrated the 4th anniversary of me trying to place a phone call.
That's right. Rob was not able to work the phone, Steve.
See, the problem is, Steve, I'm too stupid.
No, I think it's really not stupidity as much as a motor coordination.
You think
it's
it is?
Hand-eye.
It's hand-eye.
Yeah.
You spoke about it yesterday.
How would your eye like to meet my hand?
All right, boys, we're going to let you go. Do your show. We love KCJJ. This is Captain Steve and Tommy, the Super Deluxe Big Show on KCJJ, AM 1630. We love you guys.
Why am I waving at the microphone? Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There they go. That phone sounded like death.
Well, they had very little send coming to us, Mike.
Really?
Because we're on their air. They need to increase their sends.
Hey, these is the way we test stuff. That's the way it's going to be. And
the dialing was well worth it.
The dialing, the dialing was
for him. It was. I really don't understand. Do you think it's the speed that I'm putting the numbers in? Because it really shouldn't matter.
Let's try. Let's try one more.
Okay.
It's not the speed. What are you talking about, Oscar?
Well, because he's dialing the wrong number is what he's doing.
No, the number. I saw the number. I seen the number. How can it be wrong if it's right?
You saw the wrong
All right, here
number.
we go. It's that lower one right there. You could just look at it.
Okay.
And that's the one we're going to call my beloved. And we tried her yesterday, and it sounded really, really
And
good.
she answered.
And that's her cell phone, so we're
Yeah.
going to see how this sounds. This is like radio one-on-one. This is what I love about doing this podcast. Hey, this is our little treat for it. We do it this way. Did you dial it?
I did.
All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, big win.
See, now that worked. She answers. Hope she's not sleeping. Oh. Hello, baby. Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
What were you doing with the phone? It sounded so far away at the beginning.
You in the bathroom?
I'm sorry. I'm in the car, and it didn't come over Bluetooth, so I was saying hello, acting like it was over Bluetooth.
Oh, we used to. I
And
remember
she was
back-
busy texting.
I remember back in the hey.
It's a joke.
Hey, come on now. So where are you going with the boy?
Actually, my mom is watching. My mom's home. My mom is at the house, so she's just going to watch him for me for about
What are you
30
doing?
minutes.
What are you doing all by
I am
yourself?
making Pony Boy a key.
Oh,
that's so nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I checked the P.O. box, so I have some stuff.
Well, I just wanted to say publicly that you are a fabulous mom, and you're doing such a great job with our son. And I love you very much. And this is the most schmaltzy I will ever be on this radio show when I speak to you, because I'm very happy with the way you're doing it. And I look forward to our road trip, and hopefully there won't be too much screaming.
Aw, I look forward to our journeys, too, and thank you very, very much.
Carla, are you excited to be in a house with 50 bedrooms and only 3 people?
Yeah, we'll be hanging out in the bottom level, I'm sure.
Yeah, we will. It'll be fun. I love you, and go have fun, and go make that key. Do your job.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
There
Bye-bye.
she goes. All right, the phone, we're going to get it worked out. It's not.
Did you note how that sounded better, though?
Yeah, well, the phone sounded better, but then it's the. Like
She's on
that.
Bluetooth.
She wasn't on Bluetooth. She was on Bluetooth, and she got on the regular phone.
Oh, I beg
She
to
picked up
differ.
the hand. No, she picked up the handset.
Well, she shouldn't be doing that.
What are you doing?
It's against the law.
What are you talking
No, it's
about? Let's move on. Can we move on?
Can we?
The great phone experiment is, we will fix the phones.
All right, let's change topics.
On a variety of levels. Thank you.
Palate cleanser.
I want to talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart. We're doing a very special bonus show next week, and I want to ask Rob about it. It's the Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara, turntable burning, flame throwing, Labor Day rock and roll spintacular.
That's what
And
it is.
This is going to be a bonus show a week from Friday that we're going to have for your last summer weekend, your last blowout weekend, and it's music, and we've never really done a 100% music show in here, and I'm very excited.
I
about
want
it.
to first of all thank the listeners, because we mentioned it 2 or 3 times, and we got hundreds of requests.
Yes.
Good.
Hundreds of requests. Lots of overlaps, because a lot of people want to hear the same songs in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
But we got so many requests. I pared it down, Mike. We have about 60 minutes to fill. I pared it down to 85 records.
Oh my God!
And
Now we're not going to play. We're not going to play all the records
just
in their
until
entirety.
we tire of them.
You have indicated. Now, this is a preemptive strike, and this is probably the only reason I'm talking about this on the regular show
You're
tonight.
going on the offensive.
I just want people to know, when you hear this bonus show, you have said this. This is what you want. You want to hear records talked up, and you want to hear little snippets of them, kind of like when we did the turntable show.
Exactly, but you
But
have
it's
selected
different.
all the records.
Right.
There's 85 of them, and there's also, Mike, some fresh production.
Cool music for your hot weekend. Turntable burning,
You went to 'em
flame
again?
throwing, Labor Day rock and roll spintacular.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Thank you.
Just use him like a toilet bowl.
It's his thing. That's not mine.
And then you know what? Thanks for tossing it to him. Because we're talking, so he's not even listening. We could have ducked it.
Dude Walker, you are a good man for doing these.
I asked
these
him. I
things.
said, please. He said he would be tickled to do it. It's
So
very fun.
here's the thing that's different between that regular turntable show. We're going to really have some quality songs, and you're going to be your requests, and we've gotten them all. And Rob's organized this thing beautifully. I get to play DJ for an hour, which is going to be lots of fun. And the one thing I wanted to say, we wouldn't have been able to get all the songs in if we just made it a regular traditional music show. So
Right.
what it's going to be a lot of talking up. It's going to be a lot of goofing around and talking up records, which is no phones.
Really?
Not until we figure that out.
Okay.
100%. We get it completely fixed. It's going to be a lot of fun. Remember, that comes up 1 week from Friday. We've got a great bonus hour this week as well, but I did want to tell you that is coming up next Friday. It's, once again, the Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara, Turntable Burner, Flame Throwing, Labor Day, Rock and Roll Spectacular. All
We
right?
actually recorded this week's bonus show yesterday, and it took a turn you truly did not expect.
Exactly. Yes. Tremendously so. Frighteningly so.
I thought it was wonderful.
Disturbingly so.
Oh, disturbing is such an ugly word.
Really, I think this we could if we could encapsulate like the last 3 or 4 bonus hours into one series, it would be Mike O'Mara punching bag.
No,
that's the way it is.
No. That was the meeting before.
It was.
Yeah, I do believe I was the one who left with the black eyes yesterday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Item number 2. This is right in our backyard, so bear with us because we're talking about something that is near and dear to our hearts, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is going to disturb you just a little bit. Shark Week may be a few weeks behind us, but that is not stopping. Rob, you don't even know this.
I don't.
That's not stopping sharks from making local headlines.
Here?
Southern Maryland News. Where's your dad's place?
He's just on the northern part of the Virginia Eastern Shore, so this is close to him.
Southern Maryland News reports that a man, waterman John Willie Dean.
Hey, Willie Dean!
Fishing with his son and a friend in the Potomac River, found 2 male bull sharks caught in nets off Cornfield Harbor.
In a river?
A point on the lower Potomac River near St. Mary's County.
Oh, that's relatively close to my old man.
The 8-foot, 220-pound bull sharks.
8 feet.
And correct me if I'm wrong, bull sharks are the kind of sharks that they eat people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's bull sharks and great whites, and I think tiger sharks, the most aggressive sharks in the shark species.
Yeah. The bull sharks are the ones I think when you hear about them going up the river. This is a twofold thing. It's right in our backyard, but it's just more evidence of the fact that these sharks don't necessarily have to subsist in salt water.
That troubles me. The greatest of all is that they shouldn't be in a river.
They were caught in a fishing net a mere 200 yards from where people normally swim.
Oh, boy. They're attracted to the motion of the human swimming.
It's terrifying to think about, but what's more, this isn't the first time Dean has caught a bull shark in the same area. Nearly 3 years ago, he snagged an 8-foot, 300-pound bull shark in Cornfield Harbor on the same day that another man caught a bull shark further up in the Potomac River.
There's a community.
Yeah.
It's a feeding source.
You know what?
I've been in that river. I've been chest deep in that river.
Yeah.
And the only thing I used to worry about before this was the poo.
Yeah.
The poo coming down from Alexandria, which is like.
I used to go tubing on the Potomac.
Now that's like a target.
Yeah.
Might as well just put a lure on the back of your ass.
And you know what? If they've had
the way that works.
If they've got several out there, that means, Mike, this is not a rogue.
Not a rogue shark.
No, it's not a rogue shark.
Are you going to play something?
No,
I thought for some reason you were setting it up for that.
But, they talk about it in Jaws. That was an isolated incident. That was one shark in Jaws.
So now what we have...
This is a shark community.
A school.
A couple of years ago, the big scandal about the Potomac, not the scandal, the big scare in the Potomac was that they brought the Asian snakehead fish.
Right.
Which now they're taking snakeheads out of the river that are about 3 feet long.
Cartoon size.
With these massive teeth.
And they can walk on land.
And now you have bull sharks as well. And those are the sharks that kill people, along with tiger sharks and great whites.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering...
It's like the top. That's the big 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Can the bull shark breed with the snakehead and make a land shark?
A land shark. A land shark. Land shark. It broke again. Our little screen broke. It's break day at the Mike O'Mara Show. That's the way it goes.
That's right. Thursday is break day.
It's break day. So much for skinny dipping. If the snakeheads don't get you, the sharks will. That's according to Dean.
God.
He says he's laughing, but we're trembling in fear, never going near the water.
Well,
again.
the thing is, it really is, to me, honest. I mean, there's shark stories all the time, and you know what? It's good copy for the news. It troubles me that
we love sharks.
They're in fresh water.
They're in fresh
water.
water.
That's wrong. That's not the way it's been designed.
So we've heard about Jersey rivers around the Jersey Shore in that area, but now we've got the Potomac River, which for some reason in my mind I just never processed the Potomac River. But look, it's a massive body of water, so of course they could be swimming in those.
And it separates Virginia and Maryland, and it dumps off into the Chesapeake.
Exactly.
So it's got to go somewhere.
So beware swimmers Labor Day weekend.
Harper's Ferry.
Yeah, Harper's Ferry. Shenandoah Tubers.
Yeah, they're gonna get you.
Shenandoah River, life is fun there. Oh, my leg! Oh, my effing leg!
John Denver in 2 pieces.
Help me, oh, my God. And last but not least, Carla is all on board for the bowling league.
Yeah!
Here's the thing.
That Oscar will never darken the door of a bowling alley.
I'm better than a bowling alley.
Will you ever...
To be quite honest, you're not.
Oh,
all right, I am. Here it is. Let me offer you this.
Yes.
Let me offer this. It's my old attorney used to say all the time. Let me offer this. When we're setting this league up, I know, and I know you, and I know look, I know it ain't your bag. I know it's not your type of thing. However, if we're setting up the league, if we're going to put a particular day that, in your best case scenario would be that you'd show up once a year.
Yes.
What would be what would be our day? And I'll ask you the question too, because I want to maximize your convenience as well. I live right next to the alley, so I'm fine. I'm very flexible.
What I said initially, what we need is a weekday afternoon league.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
And the question is, what weekday? If we were going to pick a weekday,
I would say Tuesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday, I think would be rock and roll.
Perfect.
I think that would be.
Well, let me do some Fantana math. Thank you. I've got the show.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the new show duties.
Yes.
I've got free app company that I put on the shelf until this thing starts swimming.
Right.
I've got another company I'm working on with Todd that I haven't been able to work on because we're working here.
Oh, but this does beg the question, Mike.
Yes.
This begs the question: who cares?
And one word just keeps popping into my head too.
What's that?
Focus.
Yeah, please.
Right.
Please.
Exactly. So I think we'll do it Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I would say if there's any time.
Don't you record your other podcast Tuesday night?
We
normally?
do. Yes.
So you'd want to stay in the Manassas area
I'm here
all day
anyways.
Tuesday.
Wednesday better for you?
Wednesday would be better.
I like Wednesday, middle of the week.
How come?
Because it's like Wednesday. It's something to look forward to.
It's like Wednesday.
It's hump day.
It's hump day.
What day is it?
Hey, everybody.
It'll break up the week.
I like that idea.
It will.
So if if they don't have it available on Wednesday, we'll maybe shoot for Saturday. But Rob's absolutely right. I'm thinking like midday afternoon, like 1-2.
Do you need new shoes?
I need new everything. We'll go to the bowling store.
I can't wait, and I hope Oscar can find the douchiest bowling shoes
I'll
in
meet you
town.
there.
Maybe we can get the bowling store to sponsor us.
I'd like that.
So we can have shirts again.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun.
Yes.
Right.
Bowling shirts always come in my size. All right. Lots of X's.
And we'll be looking for opponents too.
Absolutely.
Come to Manassas.
So who's on the team?
Get your. So far, it's going to be me, Rob, and Carla.
I'll be an alternate.
You'll be an alternate, and then Pony. Do you want to play?
I'll be an alternate.
You'll be. Hey,
wow.
Pony, lick my bag. Your commitment level is beginning to really wear my friggin' ass out.
You know who'd be a great person on our team?
I'll be an alternate.
How about Josh, the intern's girlfriend?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll fill out the team. Pony, that's all right. If it's a hassle for you, don't sweat it at all.
That's right. Don't they still have smoking in the lanes?
Yeah, we don't want to get in the way of that smoking schedule. We'll take a break, and we will come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
I'm gonna make her mine.
I'll be an alternate.
Yeah. 1:30's Marlboro time. What is your brand, Pony? We don't know.
It's Winston.
Tastes good like a cigarette should.
Tonight's episode of The Flintstones brought to you by Winston.
Hey, Bonnie! How about those Winstons?
Let me see if I have that. I think I might.
This segment of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by Hulu Plus.
Yeah.
We're talking about control. Everybody wants more of it, and you especially want it with your television viewing. Hulu Plus allows you to watch anything you want, anywhere you want. Use all of your devices, and this is a special deal just for TMOS listeners. This is an extended free trial of Hulu Plus. Give it a try. You will love it. You can click on the Mike O'Mara Show page, and they will tell you all about Hulu Plus. Just look for the banner. Or go to huluplus.com/TMOS for 2 free weeks of great shows like Modern Family, Monday Night Raw, The Biggest Loser, and my favorite, Downton Abbey.
You love it.
I love that. I truly do. It's endless. It's free. It's a free trial. It starts the minute you click the banner. Before you know it, you'll be watching your favorite current shows and amazing classic TV all on your schedule. Take control of your TV watching experience. Just click the Hulu Plus banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com or go to HuluPlus.com/TMOS and do it right now.
From around the globe, across the nation, and looking through your neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents news you may not need. A comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, news you may not need.
You're familiar with this Hump Bradley Manning who gave away all the government secrets?
Oh, yeah. A traitor.
Compromised a lot of different people. A traitor. Well, he's been convicted. He plans to live as a woman named Chelsea.
Oh, so she's been convicted.
And he wants to begin hormone therapy as soon as possible. That's what he said on Thursday. That's today, a day after being sentenced to 35 years in prison for sending classified material to WikiLeaks.
Did you think that was a long time or not a long time for what he did?
You know, based on the people that he allegedly jeopardized and put in danger,
Right.
I was thinking maybe a life sentence.
Yeah, I was
it's kind of
too.
what traitors get.
That's what I thought.
If it's treason, you know, that's been the standard.
There's also another wrinkle where there are people out there that are saying that he is just going to this now. Now, he may not be. Who knows? Because he doesn't want to be in that general population at Fort Leavenworth where there's all men. They separate the men and the women.
He's a young and pretty man.
And no,
Soft
but also,
features,
Soft features. Right.
most of those men are ex-patriots or they're patriots, where they're
Like Tom Brady?
It's a military prison.
Oh,
And so
okay.
they're not going to like the fact that he's there.
Yeah,
it's
and
kind of like child abusers when they go into prison, general population.
And incidentally, this kind of elective surgery, once you're in the Hooskow, I mean, once you're in the joint, that's kind of, they don't have to do that for you,
Do
right?
you think prison doctors can handle that?
Prison love.
Yeah, I have something for Pony, Mike.
Okay.
Which is... Sing along at home if you like.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston gives you real flavor.
Very good. Thank you very much. All right.
So there's a precedence in the past where some private, state government prisons have done this, but others, not in the federal case for federal prison, have not.
So there has been a precedent at the local level?
At the local level.
I had no idea.
We'll see what happens. I think I could see that he's trying to get out of the general population.
Sure.
The Obama administration has given up more of its surveillance secrets, acknowledging that it was ordered to stop scooping up thousands of Internet communications from Americans with no connection to terrorism, a practice it says was an unintended consequence when it gathered bundles of Internet traffic connected to terror suspects.
Bundles.
One of the documents that intelligence officials released Wednesday came because a court-ordered national security agency told them to do so. But it's also part of the administration's response to the leaks by analyst-turned-fugitive Edward Snowden, another one of these guys.
Okay.
He revealed that the NSA's spying programs went further and gathered millions more communications that most Americans realized. One thing that was added by Mike O'Mara, I will never read a story in the news about this crap again. That is just so ridiculously complicated and stupid. Thank you very much. Alex Rodriguez said Wednesday he's cutting off all non-baseball talk after a wild weekend of accusations and retaliations on and off the field, playing while he appeals a 211-game suspension for violating baseball's drug agreement and labor contract. The Yankees star and his fleet of lawyers and reps sparred with the Yankees in Major League Baseball over his medical care and evidence in the doping case that stems from the investigation. His quote is,
I think it's behind us now. I've shut everything down.
That's my Rodriguez impersonation.
All sounds like Pete Johnson.
I want everything to be 100% on baseball.
So if he's only talking baseball, that's all he's going to talk about?
Right.
He's going to be lousy at cocktail parties.
He's going to be terrible.
Cancel the invitation.
What fun will that be when he shows up with Cameron Diaz?
He can't be on our bowling team.
He's a silly ass. San Diego Mayor Bob Filner, all-around perv.
Hey, he's a good guy.
And the city, they reached a proposed settlement on Wednesday in the sexual harassment lawsuit filed against him. The disclosure of the settlement on the third day of negotiations came on the same day a former star of a reality television show became the 18th woman to publicly accuse Filner, and that's such a perfect name for him. Filner, get your hand out of her skirt.
Yeah, he's hitting on the fat women.
Let me see. It doesn't say the lady's name. I should have gotten it.
Was it Mama
for you.
June?
I don't know. It's one of the men from Duck Dynasty. But she's another one that says he groped her and other inappropriate behaviors.
He's a bad man.
The settlement will be presented to the city council on Friday, but no details are available. I think there is something in there in the settlement that says, don't tell me no lies and keep your hands to yourself.
Yourself.
Thank you.
Filner.
Dolly Parton, Rob, this is huge news.
Oh, God, I love her.
Dolly Parton is expanding.
What?
Her resort.
Oh.
Thank you.
Boo.
Dollywood. The park plans to open a Dream More resort in 2015.
Now, does that allow you to bring your trailer in and leave it on a slab? How does this work?
I will tell you this, that if I was in the neighborhood, if I was doing a motorcycle ride with the family, I'd take a peek.
Sure.
You're an enthusiast of amusement parks.
And with the shred of a chance to actually meet the woman, I'd be there in a second.
It's like Twitty City. She's not going to be there.
There's a shred of a chance.
part of a $300
Don't pee on my dreams.
A $300 million expansion to take place over the next decade. The new roller coaster, this one aimed at families, is scheduled to open in 2014.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Do they have a name for it?
I have no... Yeah, I think that'd be the nipple.
The flying nipple.
The resort hotel has been Parton's dream ever since she affixed her name to the theme park.
Yeah.
You realize that's 28 years ago?
Is it really?
Yep. The thing we're most excited about is finally building our resort, she said, by telephone from the park in the Smokies. We're starting out with a resort that has 300 rooms, she said. Some of the rooms will accommodate up to 6 people in a family.
Yikes.
Hello, I'm going to Dollywood. I'd like a room for 18.
Please? Come on.
We got to
Mama
put
June.
Granny in there, too.
So is it Pigeon Forge,
It's
Tennessee?
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
That's where it is, yeah.
Here's what I love. That there's something about this story I truly like. She says there will be a lot of front porch spaces at the resort.
I like that.
A fishing pond will be on the property where children can catch their first whopper, and there will be fire pits where families can roast marshmallows.
You know what?
I think it's
wholesome fun.
The last time we were through the International Jetport in Portland, Maine, you know what they had? They had a lot of rocking chairs.
Right.
And I
right.
really like that. You're in a stressful situation. Travel is stressful.
People will walk into the lobby, be greeted with a glass of lemonade in the summer and a cup of hot chocolate in the winter months, and every single dad gets to cop a feel. David Cassidy. Hello there.
Oh, no. It's his son.
Charged with felony DUI.
He does not look good.
On Wednesday. No, he doesn't. The former star of the Partridge Family, he's 63.
That makes me feel ancient.
He was arrested after midnight in Shodak, New York.
Oh, it's a great town.
He was pulled over in the middle of a stop DUI enforcement detail, and I should say DWI.
Yes.
That's according to a press release from the Shodak Police Department. Boo! We got him red-handed.
Well, here's what you're going to have to do.
Chief Bernard Peter tells People magazine that the father of CW actress Katie Cassidy, and this is a quote from the chief, was cooperative. He was a total gentleman and didn't give us a problem whatsoever.
Nah.
Yeah.
Why did I make him into the mayor from Springfield?
I liked it, though. It worked.
Would you like to know the name of the arresting officer?
I would.
Please.
All right, I'm going to tell you this. You're not going to be able to find the right music for this arresting officer until midway through the next story.
Okay.
But I will give you a free pass on that.
Okay.
The arresting officer, Tom Jones.
No.
Yes.
Really? No, really?
Tom Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
That's terrific.
Moving right along, Robert Newman, 23, is banned from every single farm in the United Kingdom after sexually a goat.
Oh,
God.
They said it in that British way, which I can't say
Assaulting.
on American radio.
Tom Jones.
That's the name of the arresting officer.
This is according to he was arrested by Officer Tom Jones, who also...
Tom Jones.
That's according to the London Evening Standard. Newman admitted to the act, which took place on a Wiltshire farm in April. We know a farm where Robert Newman has sex with goats.
That's the fun of it, boys.
It happened on Monday, according to the Wiltshire Gazette and Herald. His sentencing is scheduled to take place September 12th. Until then, Newman, who has been released on bail, is prohibited from being on any property where farm animals reside. Oh. He also has to keep a curfew between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. He'll also be prohibited from sitting next to our man Goat at any Washington Capitals home games. Baby!
Love is like candy on a shelf.
On that note, we're going to take a break, and we will come back. That worked! Best part of the show. We'll take a break, come back with the audio vault right after this on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Help yourself, take a few. That's what I want you to do.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody.
It's my favorite TJ record.
You're listening to the song stylings of one Tom Jones, and this segment of our program is brought to you by our good friends at Patriot Harley-Davidson. They got something very, very special for those of you that might have never thought about riding a motorcycle, or somebody that wants to just get back on one after many, many years. How would you like to participate with Oscar Santana in the Learn to Ride Rider's Edge new rider course? That is a rider training course designed to teach you the basics of motorcycle operation in an atmosphere that's pure Harley-Davidson. Oscar's is starting just around the corner, and that's the fun part. Oscar will be joining a limited number of folks.
Yes.
Got to sign up for it, for the Rider's Edge new rider course. If you act fast, you can join Oscar in his class. Just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click on Oscar Ride. It's
Easy as that.
easy. And Oscar will give you all the dirt on the show. He will be wearing tight leather pants.
Yes, he will.
I'll look good, that's for sure.
The day of graduation, Oscar will not be wearing pants at all, simply leather chaps.
Oh, I love that.
Sign up for the class today and discover why life starts at the edge. Patriot Harley-Davidson is proud to be a winner of Harley-Davidson's coveted Bar and Shield Award for each of the last 7 years. Only 5 other dealers in the country join Patriot in that honor. So, Oscar, you're going to be participating in the class, and it's really phenomenal if you want to start to ride a motorcycle.
I was thinking about this yesterday because I was talking to a friend of mine, and again, it's a limited number of people. This is the great gift for somebody that has everything. Maybe would love to just learn to know, or maybe thinking about it, and they don't have to do anything except show up because you get the helmet, you get the gloves, you get the motorcycle.
They give you the bike.
Do everything.
Yeah. You know, you think about that. That's a great angle on this because you think about the wife or the girlfriend that might want to get
What
there,
should
man.
I get him?
Every time you go out to a restaurant with your significant other and he's staring at the Harley and saying, I know you just want to be those guys. I know you want to be those guys. Well, let him get a leg up on it and get into the program. So it's the new riders course, and it's really a terrific way to get back into motorcycling or to start if you're a beginner. You'll be a rider after this course, and it's just a few days, and I think it's just amazing the work they do with
Do it today.
Do it today, and let's start the audio ball. Without further ado, for August 22nd, 2013.
Question about human nature.
Yes.
Why are we as a people still fascinated by Richard Nixon?
Because
he was the president.
And it was the ultimate scandal. And,
It really
and
was.
Americans love a scandal.
Maybe the first really massive presidential scandal on that scope.
Hey, Pony, massive. Hey, Pony, you want to be an alternate?
Why not?
Thank you. Okay, very good.
Even then.
Like twisted
Even
his arm.
then, yeah.
You gave him the grease man.
Yeah,
I'll
you
give
know,
why not?
We're fascinated by Nixon, not so much by Matt Bloom.
Exactly.
But I guess because 40 years have passed, they released another batch of the tapes that brought down Watergate.
Did anything come out of the new ones that's special? Because I know it's always kind of cool when you hear presidents when they don't know they're on.
I like this. He sounds a little drunk on this.
He's
on the
hammered
first
in
one,
this.
and then also neat because he's talking to Ronald Reagan.
Okay.
And Reagan is talking about how California is still supporting him.
Okay.
Which is obvious to me that Reagan is just feathering his own nest, preparing for his eventual run.
Right.
But I just love the fact this is such ancient technology being used to record people in secret.
This is a tough thing, Bob, for you, for John, the rest, but God, I'm never going to discuss this son of a Watergate thing again. Never, 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 never.
He's never going to discuss.
Can you take the low end out of that a little bit?
I can.
So we can. I want to hear. I didn't
I've
hear
heard this on the nightly news,
right?
And
This
it
is
sounds just like that.
Yeah, it's
But
tough to
I'll
hear.
try.
Yeah.
What he's saying is he's upset.
We're asking
that,
Rob to do something that like the experts haven't been able to do. So
he's upset that they arrested Haldeman, and he said,
Okay.
"I'm never going to discuss this son of a bitch Watergate again."
Wow.
Yeah, so he's upset. Here, let's go back. Let's hear it again with a little less low.
This is a tough thing, Bob, for you, for John, the rest, but God, I'm never going to discuss this son of a Watergate thing again. Never, 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 never. We're still behind you out here, and I wanted you to know that you're in our prayers. Each of us has a different religion, you know? Yeah. But God, Ron, we have got to build peace in the world. How'd you ever marry such a pretty girl? My God. Well, just unlucky. You're lucky. That's right. As I was lucky.
The reason that you know he's drinking is
such horrible audio quality.
He comes out of we've got to establish peace in the world with how'd you ever get such a pretty girl?
Yeah. She's really great. What a piece of ass she is, Ron.
The thing is,
Send me some pictures.
The problem with the fact that you can't find so many notable moments is that they taped everything, and there's miles and miles of tape to go through. But I think more stuff will come.
I think Johnson really. I mean, Nixon was the crook, but Johnson was probably the better, secretly recorded guy because he had so many funny things. I want my ball sack to get in there. You know?
We have Hager slacks. Go ahead.
Right, exactly.
But always when I think of Watergate, I think of a man we used to work with, Mike.
Where are they now? I know you're all wondering what happened to G. Gordon Liddy. And you might like to know that G. Gordon Liddy is out of prison. He's doing well. And in fact, at this very moment, he is standing at the Jack in the Box, refusing to tell the clown anything.
Last night, a new episode of Duck Dynasty. Uncle Si revealed he used to be a ladies' man.
Look, when I was growing up, I dated every girl in our town. And I didn't need no computer to do it, okay? I dated a girl from the grocery store. I dated a girl from the gun shop, from the gas station, from the bait and tackle shop. Well, how did you meet them, though? What do you mean, how did I meet them? These were live girls, okay, that I met in everyday, today life. Oh, wait, I didn't date the girl from the ice cream parlor because She sampled the goods too much, if you get my drift.
So she was fat. Tomorrow I'll give you the highlights from Honey Boo Boo, but time is of the essence right now. I close. Letterman always following our lead. Letterman last night talked about, Mike, the double stuff Oreo scandal.
You know about the double stuff Oreos? A lot of trouble with the double stuff Oreos. Somebody got a hold of a thing and measured them, and it turns out that the double stuff in the double stuff Oreos is not twice the amount of stuff as in the regular Oreo. I'll tell you something right now. We wouldn't have to worry about stuff like this if New Jersey Governor Chris Christie was president.
Wow. That is your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Rob. Hey, for tech support, questions for the Mike O'Mara Show, contact our man Ponyboy at MikeO'MaraShow.com. All correspondence for our show can be sent to TMOS, P.O. Box 3, Manassas, Virginia, 20108. If you'd like to share what TMOS means to you and maybe see it in print, send it along to TMOSbook@gmail.com. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, this is Mike O'Mara saying, see you next time, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Before we shut off the mics and call it a day, remember to grab your extended free trial of Hulu Plus, a special offer just for our listeners. Just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the Hulu Plus banner and start watching all your favorite shows right now. Or you can go to HuluPlus.com/TMOS. Again, that's HuluPlus.com/TMOS. Or click the Hulu Plus banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.